did I do? Yeah, Ephesians 4. All right. We're going to talk about the 4 basic rules of communication. And we're going to deal with anger tonight. Let's see. Yeah. We got Ephesians 4. Let's start verse 10. You got it?
Yes. New International Version. He who the sin is the very one who has sinned higher than all the heavens and all of the field of the whole universe. It was he who gave some to be apostles, some to be prophets, some to be evangelists, some to be pastors and teachers, to prepare God's people for the work of service, so that the body of Christ may be built up, until we all reach unity in the faith and in the knowledge of the Son of God, and become mature, obtaining to the whole measure of the fullness of Christ.
All right, go back to what you just read. Until we all do it. Until we all do what? Reach what? Unity. Well, how are we going to reach unity?
We have to be together. All have to be
Well,
together.
how we gonna get there?
Through Christ.
Through what?
Through Christ.
Through Christ. What else?
That's with communication.
Yes.
Hmm?
You got to talk about it.
Okay.
How you unify friendships, marriages.
Through communication.
So how you gonna unify something if you don't never talk about
Yeah.
things that you need to talk about? I think sometimes, especially as Christians, we want to pray about too much. Like we want to put everything on God, everything. I mean, God knows everything, but God is not going to do what you can do for yourself. All right. Read that again until something. What you said?
Until we all reach unity in the faith and in the knowledge of the Son of God.
All right. We got to reach unity in the faith and in the knowledge of God. In the faith. So how we going to reach unity in the faith? We all got to teach and we all got to preach and we all got to minister the same thing. All right? Not verbatim. I ain't saying that I write a sermon out and I send it all over and this what you, when you got something to say, this what you say. I'm talking about unifying in the faith means that there ought to be some core belief that we all believe, that we shouldn't be moved by every way and every doctrine. And what happens is, when you got folk that's moved by anything, emotionalism. Now, Sunday night we went to Bishop's service. I want to say this, and I know we're recording is the truth. Now, Bishop Cheryl Brown preached her face off.
Yeah.
She ain't put her hand on nobody. She ain't get no oil out. She ain't call for no healing line. And she was ladylike. She was a lady the entire time. It was soft. But I'm just saying, she didn't become something that she was not. All right? And I think sometimes what we do, we try to be who I don't know what we try to do. All right, back to the unity of the faith. And what else he says after that?
In the knowledge of the Son and of God and become mature, obtaining to the whole measure of the fullness of Christ.
All right, there's another problem. You got to be unified in your faith, then you got to be mature. Now let's deal with that. Because we have a lot of immature people in the church. You agree or you don't agree?
I agree.
How? Why you agree? What you see?
Well,
People get mad
Yeah,
about a
right.
situation and leave and, don't discuss anything with anybody,
Exactly. I mean, that's a perfect example, Mark.
Then you have a certain group here, there, all, you know.
So why do people react that way? Because they immature.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they're not grown in age.
Yeah. It
But-
just grown in the
in
world.
the word.
Some people immature in the word. Like everything that's preached, every time somebody says something, or teaching or preaching or whatever, it ain't all the way, it ain't all about you. But if you immature, you gonna think, it's just like Deke said one time to some people that were upset about something I preached, and somebody said, well, he talking about me. Deke said, has he changed the way he preached? Didn't you ask him that, Deke? Has he changed the way he preaches? Yeah, but now it's hitting you is a problem. That's immaturity. Because the whole thing is we got to understand that you ain't going to buck and shout every Sunday. The truth of the matter is every word some stuff you don't need to even say amen on. Some stuff you need to be like, ooh, I wish you heard what we're getting through, because he's sure enough talking about me. All right, so he says we gotta have the unity of faith, and then we gotta be mature. All right, so Sister Parker said, people leave, and what you said, I don't wanna misquote you.
I'm saying they don't discuss what they felt they were wrong or whatever.
Okay. That they felt that they were wrong. Sometimes people don't want to discuss them being wrong is because they will 95% of the time find out that it was not how they perceived it to be. It's just like pastor friend of mine came to the church, picking up trash in his, like he always did after church. He put a note he found in his coat pocket, and didn't read the note, but it was a note from somebody, and it didn't have a name on it. And so when his wife got ready to take his stuff to the cleaner, how y'all women do, because I know my wife comes up when she watches. Y'all going through the pockets and all that kind of stuff, and the wife took the note out, and the wife said, and the note said something to the effect, it was great to see you today, I hope to see you soon, and I'm missing you. All right, no name, but it was in his coat check. All right. Now, here's the blessed part about it. Because his wife knew him, she didn't jump to conclusions about it. She just simply said, "I found a note," and then he explained, "Oh, I didn't even read the note. I was cleaning up the church," and she was like, "Oh, that's fine." Now, how many of us in this situation would have handled it like she handled it? Oh no, y'all would have been. I know one person in there. I know 2 or 3 folks in their room that would have handled that differently. But because of maturity level, all right, it didn't have nobody's name on it. It didn't say to him. It simply said what it said, and he was in. Sometimes what you think it is, it's not. But as the Park just said, but you don't want to talk about it. Because I believe that sometimes people look for an excuse to make an exit. Think about that. What you got to say about that?
I mean, you give me an excuse that you were picking up trash. And you just put a note in your pocket, this and that. Right on me.
But see, I didn't tell you the other part of the story.
Okay.
The other part of the story is that the wife knows that's what he does because she helps also. So see, you already jumped to a conclusion because this what you just said was you didn't believe what he said. You said, oh, but you just gonna make that excuse.
But the note really didn't say.
The note didn't say, but it's in your pocket.
But
Yeah.
it's trash, why do I need to put
But,
trash in my
but
jacket?
still, all the notes.
If you listen,
I mean,
y'all, you stand up, I want to sit down. Y'all just be mature. What you said? Y'all great. But I'm glad y'all reacting like this because y'all are making my point. The saints are too paranoid. Y'all too paranoid about everything. Why do you think somebody out to do you harm all the time? Or somebody out to get you? See, that's being paranoid. The whole thing is, if something going on, you ain't got to look for it. It'll come to you. She didn't look for it. She was just cleaning. But there were other things in his pocket to constitute that he was picking up trash from the church. Because there were old programs, pens, but this one note happened to be in them. So what y'all just displayed is that some of you all are not mature as you think you are, even about relationships. Oh, I know. I put in my notes y'all wasn't gonna say that right there. Even about relationship, because if you pocket, you just popped off and went on the whole. That took you somewhere. You ready to cut folk and everything. Yeah, you ready to cut folk, and it's innocent. All right. So what? I mean, okay. So any other y'all all won't make me stand up, but I done had a day today. I'll tell y'all about it in a minute. So anything else? When we see immaturity, how do we handle this? One thing that I think I'm gonna cut out, that I'm finna meet with the ministry heads, I'm finna cut out group meetings. Because folk get mad or somebody took somebody out, then somebody text somebody, they put them back in. All this stuff, that's it. Why you? I'm like, that don't even make no sense. You bothering me about some manure. Ain't nobody saying nothing in the group. I put something in the group, ain't nobody. Folks said work. I put it in there 6 hours ago. Ain't nobody loved it. Ain't nobody said it. You need to lay on somebody's couch. We talking about maturity here. I'm in several group meetings. I'm in so many group meetings. I want to get out of some of them. I mean, we got a group meet for work. We got a group meet for the full gospel. Then we got a group meet for the state. Then we got a group. Then I'm in the chaplain group meet. I get confused sometimes. And I don't respond like times if I'm going through my phone, why are you so bogged down about that? I mean, it really doesn't matter. Does it matter? Does it really matter like that? Is your happiness predicated on if somebody loves something in a group meeting? Or if they respond to you, or if they look at it, they look at it. They got their red receipt on. They looked at the thing. I'm gonna change myself in my phone and put my red receipt on, cause I wanna piss folk off. Yeah, I read it and I still ain't gonna respond. Cause I mean, it ain't that serious. See how immature we are about little and minute things that really don't make no sense, and it leads us to be angry at folks for no reason at all. Really? Everybody don't sit up with their phone in their hand and wait on people to text them. My phone dry. Well, put it in the shower. Wet it up then. All right. Anything else that we say on immaturity? Anybody else got an example about communication? Huh? We don't have it over here, do we? No, we don't have it over here. Nah. We don't have it over here, but I understand it. Who got it in the choir? Y'all got it in the choir. You said that time Cookie Katie walked in. Cookie, you want a special seat in the choir? You don't want nobody sitting in your seat? This is it? Oh my God. Okay. So we got special seats in the choir. What else? Y'all telling me so I'm learning a lot. See, y'all think I know what the one I really don't. Huh? What you said, Mike?
I ain't saying nothing.
Okay.
If you on my road, you don't have
Listen to what she said.
I mean, because we sit in the
Puckett just said, if you on my road, watch this. But listen to what she said. She said, if you on my road, you got to scoop down.
I gotta have it in. Jesus, and I sit on the
But see, if folks get here on time, you won't have to worry about that. You won't have to worry about that because don't nobody get my seat. I'm here for everybody. I'm serious. I'm being first right here. Deep be trying to beat me here, sir. You're not gonna beat me. Sir, you're not gonna beat me. I mean, I get up, I come straight here at 9:30. I mean, you ain't, sir, you still be at home. You know, so yeah. All right. So immaturity. Read the rest of that verse.
Number 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
14.
Then we will no longer be empty, off, back and forth by the way, and blown here and there by every wind of teaching, and by the cunning and craftiness of men in their deceitful scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, speaking the truth in love, we will in all things grow up into him who is the head.
All right, hold on. So speaking the truth in love, we will do what?
We will grow up.
We will grow up.
Yeah.
The first thing that we need to understand about rules of communication, especially to keep us, you know, when we talk about anger biblically, the first thing that we got to understand is this. We got to be honest. The Bible says, verse 15 says, speaking the truth in love. And the reason that you got to be honest is because folk can't read your mind. All right? So how you think, other people don't think that way. All right? I work with mostly women. All right? So sometimes I have to remind them that, hey, I'm in here. They just act like, they done had a full-blown conversation about girdles and stuff. I say, hey! I'm sitting here. Oh, Jeff, wait. No, I'm sitting. So you gotta be honest and you gotta speak the truth in love, because people can't read our mind. And then you gotta know how to speak the truth in love. All right. So the only way that I know that something bothers you is that you have to tell me if you think that I did something that if I did something that you didn't like, what good is it for you to go tell somebody else instead of coming to me? See, that's the problem that I have with folk. When they get ready, when they say, the Lord told me to get ready, you know how they say, my season up. All right. your season up, but you talking to everybody but the head. So, ma'am, sir, you out of order. Because when you get ready to leave, if you leave right, you can leave in peace. But the reality of the matter is, some people don't do that because it's not that they want to leave in peace, they want attention. Because if you're going to get out the choir, you don't make no announcement. And you don't send no text message. You just do like church was in the choir. She ain't make no announcement, do no text message. She just exit. she exited. But people that want attention, this what they gonna do. They gonna get in the group me or whatever y'all got. Or they might not get in the group me. They might text 2 or 3 people that they know in the choir. Well, you know, Sunday my last Sunday. Okay. All right. Okay, Sunday your last Sunday. Have you talked to who you need to talk to? Nah, I ain't gonna talk. Well, you ain't trying to lead right. You ain't trying to do it right. What I'm saying is we gotta learn how to speak the truth in love because people can't read our mind. Now, let's deal with some situations like that. Give me some scenarios, Janika.
Okay, like for instance, and I can be transparent, like
Yeah.
when I left my former church,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say a word, and I would just say why. And I feel like when I because I was immature, but
Yeah.
every time I was like, okay, can I get my yellow or whatever?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it because I had to do it that way because every time I tried to leave, it was sit down and let's talk.
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't that, it was telling everybody else, and everybody else wanted to sit around and talk
Yeah.
about that. You can't go, you know, you can threshold,
Yeah.
So,
Well, technically, most of these folk in the room in the same boat too. The only person that said that they were leaving were me. The rest of these folk ain't told. Technically, no, I'm just being facetious with that. Yeah, I understand that, but here's the thing. But you kept asking for a letter, so you were being truthful, you were being honest, and you know that the folk couldn't read your mind, so you told them what was on your mind. Now, they just didn't accept what you said. That's what told them. Huh? Oh, okay. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. All right, so why don't we talk to who we need to talk to when we have issues with an individual? Why? Is it that we're scared that our issue Okay, I'm ready now. Come on. I done prayed about it. Come on, honey.
Well, in my home church,
Yeah.
the pastor wife, she always had something to say about the color of my hair. So before I would get smart with the lady, I would tell my grandma. I would tell my grandma, like, Grandma, you know, you need to talk to her because she not you, and I'm gonna get smart with her. So I wouldn't. I just wouldn't say nothing. Okay, miss, whatever. And I just go by my way. And then one day she was like, why you had to go? I said, well, why you up with? I mean, no, I'm saying, because my thing is this. She will always have something to say about either what color my hair is or what I got on. But I told her, if your husband is preaching, I'm in the back. You shouldn't be paying attention to what I'm saying. You need to listen to what your husband's saying. Because he's giving you the word. So why are you paying attention to what I'm saying? I mean, what I have on or what color my hair is. That's not your business. As long as I'm here every Sunday, you should be happy. So then before I left, she said something about what I had on, so I told my grandma, I said, I tell you what. She just better not say nothing else to me. And she said something else, and I told her, look, lady, don't say nothing else to me. I'm gone. And that was it. And then they asked me, would I come back? I told them, Probably my grandma died, but, it's
You done? Now, did you speak the truth and love?
yeah, cause I want to say some other stuff.
Go, go. Anybody else? She just wanna fight somebody. That's all, she just wanna ball. That's all it is. Anybody else? So you gotta be honest, you gotta speak, you gotta, 15 says you gotta speak the truth and love. Because people can't read our minds. Y'all still didn't answer my question. Why do we not like to talk to the person?
Is that person a good listener?
Huh?
Is that person a good listener? They might not be a good communicator either. And you already know that, so you're avoiding the confrontation.
But why do you tell somebody else what you need to say to that person? And if they're not a great communicator, we got too many, when you can text, you know, y'all love to text. You know, you can write, you know, I can't say write a note, that's old school, that's my children say. But, there's ways that you can tell people what you need to tell.
You can take the text out of context.
Yeah.
You can take text out of context. You can. That's a good scenario.
For that person, you tell you want them to kind of mediate between you. Maybe they're a good friend that person off.
There are some situations that do call for a mediator, but it can't be your friend. It gotta be somebody that's neutral, that's gonna be neutral. Not people will start counseling with me, and they would think because I'm the pastor, and, you know, I know the Lord, that I'm gonna give them a bunch of scriptures and tell them, you know, look in Ephesians 4, what the Spirit say to you. You know, I'm very practical in my approach because we ain't in the Holy Ghost at home. So one problem with us as African Americans is we have not been taught how to communicate correctly. Because when you grew up in a house where folk fuss and cuss, that's how they communicate, then you think that's normal. Because that's what you grew up with. You think everybody do it until you get, and you know. So we gotta do a better job of teaching people how to communicate. Because some people just don't. I mean, some people can't have a conversation unless they raising their voice, you know, like that. So sometimes you need to do that. You do. Now, dealing with sometimes the leader is immature, as Veronica says. Now, you gotta tell me. You talking about on a job? What do you gotta be a little more specific than that. If you want an answer from me, is it a job situation? Is it a ministry situation? That is really, I'm gonna put these guys on the spot. That's really something that you can talk. You need to be able to talk to one of these deacons about it, because that's their job, or one of these board members, because that's their job. But I mean, it don't even need to get to me. And I think that's a major issue, especially when it comes to our church. A lot of stuff that shouldn't get to me gets to me because you have brought up a valid argument that there are immature people leading. But now, if I ain't up under them, I don't know they immature. Y'all up under them. How I know unless somebody tell me. All right, I just had a situation with the youth worker. I mean, I don't know who late. I don't know who come late. I don't know who don't never get there because I'm here at 5:30. Well, I get here before everybody get here. So unless somebody says that to me, how am I supposed to know? That's a form of communication. And I think sometimes we think people know stuff by osmosis. Cause I know it, you out there. You get that? Does that make sense? All right. Anybody else? read, you on verse 15, D, you on 16? You on 15?
Yeah, you want, put you on read 16?
Yeah, did you finish 15?
Yeah, I finished 15.
Okay, go ahead.
16. From him, the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love, as each part does its work.
Alright, so here's the thing about the body of Christ, and we gotta understand. Everybody got a part to play, but you can't play every part. And the issue is that we have people that think this part is more important than this part. Now, cut your head off and see what your feet and your hands gonna do. If you cut your head off, you run through here and I slice your head off, your body gonna keep on going for a minute. Cause your head sends signals to the rest of your body. Now you can't live without no head, right? You cannot live. You know anybody that's living that don't have a head? Now, but you know people that live without limbs. I'm going somewhere. We know people that live without limbs. People that don't have limbs have prosthetic and prosthesis. They got these new prostheses now. You know they whatever space, whatever they something. Y'all know what they do like. But you can't function without a head. And so what Paul is telling the Ephesian church is that we many members now. And every member need to play their part, but we one body. And so you don't do anything. I'll tell you this. Go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and your baby toe catch that table. It just seems like at night when you have sleep and you trying to walk, it just seems like that baby toe is magnetic to that table. Baby, when it hits your toe, that thing go to the soul. It go somewhere. It just hurt all over. And it don't stop right then. Now you wouldn't think that your baby toe, the one that's insignificant, the one that don't look like the big toe, you make sure that big toe, them four toe point right. But the baby toe, you kind of neglect. But if it wrap around the table, something gonna help. Something gonna help, and it hurt. So keep reading, keep reading.
So I tell you this.
Watch this.
And insist on it in the Lord. That you must no longer live as the Gentiles do. In the futility of their thinking. They are darkened in their understanding and separated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them due to the hardening of their hearts. Wait a minute. So we shouldn't act like the Gentiles. Everybody ain't out to get you. Everybody don't like you or got something against you. Well, some people do. But why you worried about that? What's wrong with you? Get your heart right. Don't act like a Gentile. I know some people so paranoid, they think every time somebody in a group that they talking about them. What's wrong with you? I know some preachers. They'll leave the parking lot and they'll see members huddled up and they'll say, well, you know, that's the meeting after the meeting. Oh, okay then. So what? Why are you thinking that way? Paul says, your hearts are hardened. That you don't even have, you supposed to have the love of Christ in your heart. That shouldn't even matter. Go ahead. Having lost all sensitivity, they have given themselves over to sensuality, so as to indulge in every kind of impurity with a continual lust for more. You, however, did not come to know Christ that way.
All right, go back to what you just said, continually what?
To continue with a continual lust for more.
All right, so Paul saying these people with these type of hearts, they don't get enough. They like it. They like confusion. You know, some folk run to confusion. They like that. They can't get enough of it. The police were called at the church. When? The pastor will preach and folk will fight. Please go on YouTube. It's unedited. Hard. Just ain't right. Just love mess. But can I tell you something? It's some folk in here love mess. Just look straight ahead when nobody know I'm talking about you. Go ahead.
You have.
I'm sorry, I put my signal light on. I put my signal light on. I got in another lane. And y'all, I'm sorry. I should have put signal light on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You, however, did not come to know Christ that way.
He said, you didn't come to know Christ that way. You didn't grow up in stuff like that. You weren't taught to be paranoid. What Paul is saying. He said you were taught a different way. So why are you yielding to the world's standard? Go ahead.
Surely you heard of him and were taught in him in accordance with the truth that is in Jesus. You were taught with regard to your former ways of life, to put off your old self, which is being corrupt by its deceitful desire, to be made new in the attitude of your mind.
Watch this.
And to put on the new self, created to be like God in the true righteousness and holy, in true righteousness and holiness.
All right, what verse is that?
That was verse 24.
All right, go ahead.
Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor.
Hold on. Put off falsehood. Who got another interpretation? What did that verse say in your Bible?
Putting away lying.
Huh?
Putting away lying.
Putting away lying. Somebody else got a different interpretation. What it say? Putting away lying. False interpretation. Go ahead, D.
Therefore, in your, what, 25?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, well,
No, 26. In
Yeah.
your anger, do not sin.
watch this.
Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry.
Uh-huh.
And do not give the devil a foothold. He who has been stealing must steal no longer,
Mm-hmm.
but must work doing something useful with his own hand, that he may have something to share with those in need.
All right, hold on. So the second thing you need to learn in communication and anger, not only do you need to be honest and speak the truth in love because people can't read your mind, but verse 26 and 27 tells us that we got to stay current. You can't allow yourself, you can't allow what is bothering you to build up until you lose control. Y'all saying right. But I want you to think about this. This is real talk. Whatever is bothering you, you can't allow, listen, we don't need folk job. Now we have some good days and we have some bad days. Some days we want to go in there and we just want to go post on everybody. Because it just have been built up. But now the consequences. If you don't attend to what you need to attend to, Paul says that stuff can build up in you and you're gonna lose control. What you gotta understand is it's important for us to deal with what is bothering us before it reaches that point. Have a conversation with your boss. See, that's the thing. We got to communicate. Some of y'all scared of y'all superior. I told the vice president of the region, listen, I had to tell him, we was at a meeting today. I said, listen, I'm part-time. We got 102 patients. I looked at my census last month. I have seen 67 patients. Now, either y'all going to come up on the money or I'm finna step back. And he over the region. He over Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, something about 4 or 5 regions. Cause guess what? I'm a man. And before it blow up, then I go post on one of my, somebody say something to me crazy and I lose my job. At least the man gonna say, I sat down with him and told him, and I wasn't angry about it. I just said, hey, this is what's going on. Jeff, thank you for making me aware of that. We're gonna do something. In the next 30 days, you'll see something. Oh, okay then. Reward me in my paycheck. I don't want no award. I don't want no special certificate. I don't want that. I don't even want no employee recognition. Don't put me on the website. None of that. Pay me, sir. All right. So you got to stay current. We can't allow what's bothering us to build up until we lose control. That has us looking foolish. You can't never get out of control. You ever got out of control and then realize after you got out of control what you did was stupid? Like, why did I do that? Because you let stuff that you should have talked about to whomever you need to talk to, you let it build up, it spilled over, and you lost control. And can I tell you something? Once you lose control, it's over with. You ain't gonna stop. Once we start bucking, we gonna buck till we get tired. You ever got into it with somebody and went all the way back on them? Like, and while I'm telling you, let me tell you what you did 20 years ago. Like, you done went all the way back to 85, buddy. Like, wait a minute. Because you done let it build up. Why can't we sit down and have a conversation with who we need to have a conversation with instead of having a conversation with everybody? I'm going to tell you why we do it. This is why we don't have conversations with the people that we need to have a conversation with. It's because we want to get folk on our side. And we want to get to them before the other person get to them. Y'all ain't got to say that.
But what if the person is not receptive to you?
What the Bible say? Shake the dust. If they ain't receptive, you did your part. You doing it in love. You got the big say in love now. You know your cousin though. You know your father. All right. Any questions on? Any comments on that? Y'all ain't got nothing to say. What, y'all all right? I'm in y'all backyard. I'm on your street. I'm in the driveway. Talk to me. You hear me knocking? Well, let me in then. Ain't know what he said on the next round. You hear me knocking, nephew? Well, let me in. If the people, that's good. They aren't receptive. Tell me, what do you think not being receptive? Tell me, explain to your non-receptiveness, Cookie, of what you perceive to be. Yeah, think something decent now. Keep it rated G.
So if I come to you and I say, well, Jeff, you did whatever it is, that's like off. And
Just
you
go off.
don't want to hear what I'm saying, but what I'm telling you is the truth.
Uh-huh.
How do you deal with that?
You gotta wait till the person is ready to hear
No,
me.
they never ready. But see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Some people just, like you said, like it,
Yeah.
and they won't.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I say that.
Yeah.
We just found out my father-in-law has dementia.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
my mother-in-law is a slap off. When I told her,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
that's
Now,
all. We on the air.
now, can I, if you would allow me, can I put my chaplains and
No,
No. I gotta put this hat on, because what you gotta understand is that's devastating news, number one. Right? And what people don't realize, grief is more than somebody dying.
But
But
what
wait a minute, listen to what I'm saying.
I
The
hear what
first,
you're
the
saying.
first step of grief is anger.
But what if you always know? It has nothing to do with.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm telling you, from what has been said, the grief is that he is no longer who he was. How am I gonna deal with this? And you angry about it.
I don't feel really bad.
But see, that's you. And I'm glad you said that. How we have the stuff, and I had to learn this within my own self. How we deal with things, totally different how other people deal with things. Like, you can't expect everybody to be like you.
But why you gotta be angry about everything? Nothing satisfies you.
Some-
You're angry about everything.
For some people, their past has dictated some unresolved issues. And they have continued to live like that because they angry about something that happened years ago. And until they talk about that, they gonna always be angry.
But I thought about the release.
Then they help. You told her to release.
Yeah.
She released all right. All right, and that's a great point. We gotta, like I said, you gotta deal with things before they blow up. Now, did y'all answer my question about why we don't talk to who we need to talk to?
And be in our business.
They don't want to
You
listen.
do talk to them, they don't listen. You can talk to them forever, honey, and they don't listen to nothing you say, but they always say what you say.
And what they say, they always right, no matter what you say.
Yes, it is.
Come here, brother. Y'all better Mama! Kel, y'all, hey, is my boy back there? Erica husband. Oh, I ain't got no help over there.
Maybe it's the approach, because if the approach ain't right,
You heard last?
maybe if your approach is not correct, or
Some people
You
you
be-
know right
There
when
is
you
no right way sometimes. I mean, you can be as correct as you can be.
you can't be correct.
It's polite and mannerless, like, sir, A, B, and C, and they look at you like, what else?
But
You
sometimes,
know, and they still just, you know, and I'm saying A, B, C, D, and E, and you looking at me like I'm speaking a foreign language. You know?
your timing may be off.
Come through, D. Come on. Get them straight in here.
Don't let the sun go down.
That's what it said, don't let the sun go down.
But that's 24 hours.
That's true. Now,
I got to be.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Now, you saying that's draining.
It
What's
would be so nice and approach the situation like that from where they're coming from,
Mhm.
but they don't want to think about where you're coming from and why you saying what you're saying.
Mhm.
And I think no matter how angry or how selfish a person is,
Mhm.
if that's how they want to be, that's how they want to be.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, you can go back and forth with the person.
But-
and it can just drain you.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's draining.
do you agree that some people don't know how to communicate?
Yes.
And that's why I'm trying to teach this. That's why I'm trying to bring this out. Because like you said, that's draining. That's the person, I forgot statistically how many words men use opposed to how many words women use. I forgot what the statistic was. But they said by the time the men get home, they used up all their words at work. And so that's why they don't. I mean, real talk. They have used their words up because we're not taught to be expressive. All right, that's not. You know, we grow up as boys, and our fathers and the men in our lives want us to be men. So we do manly things. Men don't share their feelings because that make you a punk. So that's indoctrinated in us. Until we get older and we understand, now you just can't not talk. Like you can't get home and you can't put no newspaper up in your face and she trying to talk to you and you be like, you can't do that. That's not.
I mean, it's like they could be at work. I'm tired. I've been at work all day. Oh, I had a long day. I don't feel like talking. All I'm watching the show on TV. I don't feel like talking. So it's like it's never any time.
Last thing got for 24 hours. That's on 72 hours.
But morning time.
But-
Oh, I gotta get ready for work.
Oh, I'm talking in the morning. I've been talking lately because I've been going to work early, but usually before 10 o'clock, you know, but I'm doing better. Because I have to go see patients, but I'm doing better. Now I did, you know,
Women 20,000 a day versus a man 7,000.
Come, what you looking at? 7,000. And y'all got how many?
20,000.
We through by noon. We through talking about noon. It's over with. Y'all got 20,000 ourselves? Come on now.
But you should have look at it. I'm good now.
You can.
If you look at text messages,
One word.
guys, they say 1 or 2 words. A female will say like a whole paragraph.
That's true.
Like,
Well, you gotta help us out, man. He done used all his words. He threw. He ain't got nothing to say. He looked like he wanted to say something. But y'all still trying to I gotta get done stuff there. Y'all still skating around the question. Y'all making excuses about how the other person gonna respond. I'm saying, why you just can't go to a person and say, this is what I need you to do.
I'm doing my job.
I need you to listen. This is what you do. I need you to listen. And if you listen, what you, now, when I say what I'm gonna say, I need you to tell me what you heard. All right, and so you say whatever you need to say to the person, and then you ask the person, now what did you hear me say? Because sometimes what a person hear you say is not what you said.
But what if they don't want to tell you and they just cut you slap out?
Number 3. Oh, you know what? I ain't finna deal with it. D, what verse you stopped on?
29.
You got to deal with me in my ICU in my office.
29.
29. You stopped on 29 or you read 29?
I stopped on 29.
You stopped on, read 29 again, because that's my third point.
Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth,
Watch this.
but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen.
All right, so the third thing you got to do, attack the problem, not the person. Attack the problem, not the person. I think when we communicate, we make it too personal. Because we going for blows. We going for blood. What's that, Ken?
I think it's just in there sometimes we hear the negative stuff.
it's not interesting.
If that makes sense.
No, you
Go say it, bro. We got you. You know like you want. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk. Come on. I got you, bro. Call me. You nigga like. You know the red women, they'll try to whoop him. Come on. Don't say what you gonna say, bro. You just said so. What you think? You said so. You making an excuse why you attack the problem and not the person.
No,
Why you attack the person and not the problem.
I think it goes both ways. That's something you've been working on.
Yes.
It's powerful.
Yeah, I agree.
And we had a whole hour-long conversation. I was like, oh, I like this, I feel like this. And then one time I said, well, I ain't like this. It stick with you.
True.
So then you shut down. So you can, it just depends on the person.
Well, but you said a valid point. He listened to the positive, but he heard the negative. So that's why when you get done saying something to a person, you need to ask them, now what did you hear me say? They immediately don't go to the negative because that's how our brains are set up. Because we want to make an A. If out of 10 things, we don't want 9 out of 10. We want all 10. Yeah. So you still got to take the problem, not the person. So along these lines, you got to remember, and this is important. Keep the volume of your voice low.
There you go. There you go. I'm out of here. Don't get loud.
I must have struck a nerve. My deacon talking out in him.
Don't get loud.
That's the truth. You gotta attack the problem and not the person, and you gotta remember to keep your volume low. I had to learn that. I grew up in a house where they were loud. All right, so that's how I communicate. Until I was pulled in. All right? I had to be pulled in because I married a person that didn't grow up in that environment. All right? So, somebody, and I subconsciously, I didn't know this about myself till not here lately, but the last 5-6 years, that because I grew up in the environment, a lot of truth came out of that tone. And so I had to relearn that, but just because a person can tell you the truth without cussing and fussing at you. But I had to learn that. Because I keep on telling you, see, y'all don't want to admit this, we are only products of our childhood. And even though our parents did the best they could, they messed us up. They did. They did the best they could because what they did, they taught us what they knew, but in actuality, they didn't teach us how to communicate in a wholesome way. All right. So you ever go to your friend's house, spend night at your friend's house, and you be like, well, what y'all do? And then you be like, nah, we don't do that over here. What? Oh, y'all don't do that? Oh, no, we. So you be like, because you think everybody grew up like you, but everybody didn't grow up like you. And that's why you got to be willing to adapt sometimes, and then sometimes you got to be willing to compromise. That you can't holler and scream at nobody. You can't cuss them out, because that ain't going to do nothing to make them mad. All right? You just got to do that. So you got to attack the problem and not the person. And what we do, we'll attack the person and not the problem. Because if you attack the person and not the problem, then the problem is still there after you hurt the person. You agree?
What if they don't have an indoor voice?
Everybody got an indoor voice. Tell them to put their sex voice on. Did I say that out loud? Verse 31. Verse 31. They got an inside voice.
Verse 31?
Yeah.
Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice.
All right. So we got act, but don't react. Act, but don't react. Because we flesh. So our fallen nature and our first impulse is to tell us when somebody get us, we got to get them. Like you ain't finna just down my folks. Let me just say it like this. In most households, the children are closer to their mom's side than they are their dad's side.
Yeah, that's true.
In most households. Why is it? Why is it? Why is it? Huh? Why is it, D?
Most of your mother takes you around their side, her side, but more than you did. Or either the dad is not there all the time, or either he's not there at all.
Said that me. Who said that? Girl, you was great. I want you to really think about that, because it's not an issue. It's a problem. Because in the other our counterparts, the clear people, I heard it on TV the other night. Their in-laws argue, both sets argue over who gonna get the children. It's my weekend. No, it's my weekend. They can't. What I'm saying is, it's not a. It ain't one side. It ain't just mama's side. They spend the time with both sets of parents. Why is that? And I ain't talking about these households. You know, they may not even be married, but they know both sets of their grandparents, and their grandparents are arguing over who gets the grandchildren. Why does that look different in our culture than it does their culture? You could hit at it early. You were being funny, you were being facetious, but it's true. What you said, we don't fool with his folks. So if that's what you hear, subconsciously, that's gonna become a part of you. Cause that's what you hear. Oh, we going on my mama and them folk out. My grandma, my mama. She can cook. Now we gonna go. Now this time. Now we gonna go over your dad's house, folks. But don't eat much, cause we gotta go over mama and them house. So what you're doing is you're actually teaching children that one set is better than the other set. Y'all ain't hearing me. When you are actually neglecting the fact that the Bible says, leave your father and your mother and cleave to your own wife. In other words, what we got to get is, what's our family tradition? Because your in-laws, your mom and them, I know you love your mom, I know you love your dad, I know you love your folk, but they ain't your primary family. So why you got to always do everything with them? You got a primary family. Well, it's just me and one child. That's your primary family. What I'm saying is, on that side, they teach that. But we don't. Because we say, oh, it's Thanksgiving, or we gonna go over, the husband house folk at 9 o'clock. Mama, we'll be over there by 12. And you teaching your children that my daddy folks on this level, but my mama folks on this level. I know y'all don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. I can tell you the amount of time that I spent the night over over my father's mother's house, my grandmother. I can count the number of times on one hand, about 4 times in my whole life. Now, I can tell you, I don't know how many times I spent the night over Stephanie and Teresa's house, numerous. All right? So, subconsciously, that's teaching me to pick sides, and I don't even realize it until later on. See, that's why I said we need to be taught how to communicate. We need to be taught. We are products of our childhood. It's not wrong. They did the best that they could. But now that we know better, we got to do better. And we got to teach the generation that it ain't your daddy folks. They your daddy folks, but they ain't that bad.
What if your dad folks are not family oriented? My mom's family is very family oriented. We always doing something. My dad folks,
I understand that. Some families like that. But who the primary family? All right. Me and Karen made a conscious decision when we started having children. This is what we used to do. We were in Florida. Jared was a baby. We used to, okay, if we in Florida for Thanksgiving, we'll come here for Christmas. And we just doing that. You know, just running the road. I ain't talking about flying, I'm talking about driving. And one day I woke up and JR was knowing what Christmas was. I said, we gonna have to cut this traveling out. We're gonna start our own family tradition. Our child needs to be at his own house, open up his own gifts at his own house.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, we have to start our own family tradition. Now, yeah, we still gonna go see mama and them, but we ain't gonna go over there on a day that we need to be spending time with us. And I'm gonna tell you why that's a good practice. Because folk get real depressed around holidays.
Yep.
You know why you get depressed around holidays? Because you think about you was over your mama house.
Mm-hmm.
You think about grandma, you think about how the food smells. It get depressing. And can't nobody cook no tater pie like your mama. And she ain't here no more. I mean, all that. So it's depressing. But if your children can say, and tell your grandchildren that on Christmas, we went to Six Flags. You went that night. Those are memories that you are making with your children. And what we have done subconsciously is we have robbed our children of their stories to tell their children. I know that's deep, but it's the reality of the matter, and we really need to take a hard look at it. Last thing. So act and don't react, because our nature is we gonna cut up. Now I don't agree with the author, but when he count to 10, he says count to 10, and that'll reflect a godly response. But if you hot, you'll count to 10 real quick and still cut somebody. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me tell you something. All right. And then you read you read verse 32, D?
No.
Read verse 32, and then we'll go.
Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ God forgave you.
All right. So we have to remind ourselves how the energy and anger provide. How the energy in your anger can get on somebody else. And what Lance said is how you saying it. But if you giving off a certain kind of energy, it's gonna create bigger problems. So you don't need to talk to folks when you hot. Wait till you cool down. Any questions? I'm done. So act, don't react. Attack the problem, not the person. Stay current and be honest in speaking.